السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال الله تعالى أيضا: يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن أصدق الكتاب كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Indeed, all praises are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We seek help from our Creator and we seek refuge in Him from the evils of our own souls and darkness of our own deeds. Whosoever is guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no one can misguide him, and whosoever is declared misguided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no one can guide him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to bear witness, and we do bear witness that there is no deity, there is no creator, there is none worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we bear witness that Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the last and final messenger and his servant. My dear respected brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has reminded us, O you who believe, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as he ought to be feared and do not die except in a state of complete submission to him. And he has reminded us, O mankind, be mindful of your duties and responsibilities towards your Lord, the one who has created you from a single soul. And from that single soul he has created his soulmate, and from those two he has created many men and women. And be mindful of your duties towards him, of whose name you seek the rights of one another, and maintain the relationship of kin. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watcher over all things. And he has reminded us, O you who believe, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as he ought to be feared, and speak the word of truth. He will forgive your shortcomings and sins, and he will correct your actions and deeds. Whosoever obeys Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his messenger has indeed achieved a great success. My respected brothers and sisters, indeed, the most truthful book is the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the best of the guidance is the guidance of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And any path that deviates from these sources surely is the path that goes astray, and all such astray path ends up into hellfire. My respected brothers and sisters, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from following any such path that leads us to the fire of hell. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from following any source that deviates from the Quran, the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the tradition of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best of the guide and the best of the guidance provider, so that we can achieve the highest success. Today's topic was much easier to choose because we know that we are entering into very, very blessed days and nights of the entire year. It was very easy for me to pick up the topic on the reminder of the blessed month that is approaching, a blessed guest which is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that guest is bringing many, many gifts for all of us, and that is the guest we have been waiting for, as the Sahaba Karam radiallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in used to wait for his arrival, because this guest brings the gift of the forgiveness, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the opportunity of the protection of the hellfire, and the opportunity to enter into the gates of Jannah. My respected brothers and sisters, it is a reminder for myself and all of the brothers and sisters that as the month of Ramadan approaches, our enthusiasm goes up. We are looking forward to it, but only within 2 or 3 days we start to see that enthusiasm starts to dwindle down. Why is that so? Every single moment of the month of Ramadan is a huge opportunity. It's a great blessing. And we must treat all of these moments as an opportunity, because if you look around us, there are many who were amongst us about a year ago, but they are not amongst us today, or they are not going to be witness the month of Ramadan. There are many who could come to the masjid, who could open the mushaf, who could fast only a year ago, but they are no longer able to do it this year. Every single day of month of Ramadan, and every single day we have this ability, we must treat this as an opportunity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has reminded us about the month of Ramadan. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykum as-siyam kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. The purpose of the fasting is, O you who believe, the fasting is prescribed upon you as it was prescribed upon the ummah, the nations before you, so that you may achieve taqwa. The whole purpose of the taqwa is to be aware, to have the consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We keep hearing these reminders that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watcher over all things. This is about bringing that consciousness, that awareness in the forefront. It is a reminder when we are fasting that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one with whom we must connect. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the source from where we have come, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the destiny to which we shall be returning. It is a reminder that all of these days we are spending, every single passing day is getting us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what can we do to ensure that when the day arrives, when the people would be gathered and people would be praying the last prayer upon our body, a lifeless body, the body that would be prepared to be buried, the body that would be prepared to be presented to the angels who would come and who would question, who is your Lord? Who is your Lord? What is your religion? What is your deen? And who is Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? Month of Ramadan is an opportunity to purify us, to cleanse our heart with grudges, to cleanse our heart with the greed, to cleanse our heart and soul with the negativity, and it is the month to cleanse our body as well. There are many benefits. My respected brothers and sisters, this is the month that is specifically designated as the month of Quran. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان, that this is the month in which the Quran was revealed. And what are the characteristics of Quran? This is the book in which there is a huda, there is a guidance, wal furqan, and a differentiation, the ability to differentiate good from evil, and what is bad, what is right from wrong. So this is the book, this is the criteria that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us to judge our actions, to gauge our path of life, to gauge our words. My respected brothers and sisters, when this month of Ramadan arrives, let's be 100% prepared to welcome this blessed guest. Because this guest is bringing us the forgiveness. Who amongst us can claim that we have not made any mistakes? Who amongst us can claim that we have not disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And who amongst us can judge ourselves to be perfect enough that we will not be punished by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because we have sinned so much? If that be the case, we must welcome this guest who is bringing the gift of forgiveness. And one of the best dua, it's a reminder to myself and all of you to glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to mention His blessed name and say, Allahumma innaka afoon tuhibbul afwa fa'af anni ya Rabbul Alameen. That, oh Allah, you are the forgiver and you love to forgive. How beautiful these words are. Allahumma innaka afuun kareemun tuhibbul afwa. That you are the forgiver and you love to forgive. This is to appeal the mercy and the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fa'fu anni. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most forgiving. Most forgiving. Let's not waste this opportunity. My respected brothers and sisters, there are many aspects we must be focusing on during the month of Ramadan. This is not just a month which comes, we fast, get up in the morning, we do the suhoor, we go through the day, and then comes the evening, we break fast and we go about our normal routine. This is the time for us to evaluate ourselves. This is the time to do any kind of correction for the deviation which may have taken during the course of the entire year. We must evaluate ourselves based on what? Based on the huda, based on the hidayah, the guidance that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided. And where is this guidance? If we do not know the compass, if we do not know the right direction, how can we evaluate and gauge the course of our life? And if we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the Quran as the compass of our lives, then we must open up that book. We must read and read. And that is not enough. Beyond reading, we must spend some time to understand the translation, to understand the meaning, to understand the tafsir, so that we can gauge. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Fajr, Alam naj'al lahu aynayn, that have I not made the eyes for you? We must ponder upon the blessing of the eyes. We must think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the eyes for me to see. What if this blessing is taken away from me? What does it mean to me? How valuable this blessing is to me? And if that be the case, how should I use my eyes? Likewise, we must ponder upon how many ever blessings Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon all of us. The ability to fast. There are many brothers and sisters who want to fast, but they cannot fast because they do not have that ability. Let's be thankful and grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the month of Ramadan, our hearts must be softened. First and foremost, we must strive to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the way to connect is the salah. We must praying beyond Taraweeh, more Nawafil. We must strive to get up for Tahajjud. We must raise our hands and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of our needs. If we are facing challenges and difficulties, this is the time to get up in the hours of Tahajjud and connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the month we must seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the month we must connect with the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We must read, understand, and try to implement. In the month of Ramadan, when we all gather over here, we must be nice and kind to one another. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا, and then speak the kind word to one another in general, not just within the Muslim community. We must spread salam so that we may receive the salam from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are many opportunities in this month to purify ourselves, to cleanse ourselves. When we are coming to the masjid, when we are eating our iftar and dinner after that, let's make sure that we are kind to one another. We are maintaining the cleanliness within the house of worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we are bringing our children, let's remind them very kindly how to be respectful to their elders. Let's take care of one another, and let's not forget that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was most generous amongst his companions, amongst his people, but specifically in the month of Ramadan, he would be super generous. This is the test of our iman, like how generous we are. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us purify ourselves from all the impurity which we have accumulated throughout the year, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us connect with the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, accept our prayers and accept our siyam and qiyam. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات فاستغفروه إنه الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Again, it's a reminder to myself and all the brothers and sisters that a blessed month is about to shadow upon all of us, and this is the blessed guest which brings multiple gifts to all of us, and the gift of forgiveness is the best of the gift. My respected brothers and sisters, believe me, if we were made the judges of our own actions, we will not be able to judge us in a way that will put us in Jannah. Without the mercy and forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, none of us will be able to enter Jannah. In fact, this is a hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that none will be able to enter the Jannah except with the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked, not even you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, O Messenger of Allah? He said, not even me. So if this is the status of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he used to seek forgiveness, he used to do istighfar 70 times or more in a day, then how much we should be doing it. It is important that we lower our gaze. We not engage in activities which are impermissible or haram. We are conscious, we be conscious about our actions on the street and on the road. We be kind and nice to people. We should maintain the cleanliness in our masajid, whether it is the prayer hall or whether it is the washroom. We should be extra kind to our spouses, and we should be extra loving to our children. And we should be extra generous in this blessed month of Ramadan. And let's not forget the power of the dua. This is the time we should be getting up during the time of tahajjud in the early or late hours of the night and praying 2 rakat, making dua for yourself, your children, your next generation, your next generation, and your next generation. But let's not forget to make dua for our parents. If your parents are alive, take really good care of them. If they are not, make lots of dua for all of them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our prayer, qiyam and siyam. And this would not have been possible without the guidance of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as he taught us how to pray and how to fast. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has described his status as إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداءك وأعداءنا وأعداء الدين اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم الأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وقنا عذاب القبر وقنا عذاب الحشر وقنا عذاب الدين وقنا عذاب الدارين اللهم اغفر للذنوب التي تحت كل ذنب اللهم اغفر الذنوب التي تغلب النقم اللهم اغفر الذنوب التي تغير النعم اللهم اغفر الذنوب التي تنزل الوباء اللهم اغفر الذنوب التي تحبس الدعاء اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اجتنابه اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه اللهم أرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون اذكروا الله يذكركم والله يستجيب لكم ولذكر الله تعالى أهم وأكبر أقيموا الصلاة